Hi, I'm Greg from Pivot Stove and Heating. I'm here today in our Dandenong showroom to do something a little bit different. Today we're going to respond to a customer's email. Hi, my name is Brian. I'm from Window Vale. I have a few questions regarding the Monty range of wood heaters. Could you help me and answer these? Well, today, Brian, rather than sending you back an email, I'm sending you back this video. So I'll answer all the questions you've asked us about the Younker range of wood heaters available at Pivot Stove and Heating. Thermal mass bricks are fantastic. Most of your wood heaters on the marketplace, they're made out of either steel or cast iron, and the heavier the heater, the more heat they can hold. So what a lot of manufacturers do, they line them with some pretty simple fire bricks. These are your standard inch-thick fire bricks you buy in the market. Younker have stepped up. They use a 40mm thick, they call them a furnace fire brick. They're physically 3 times heavier than most heaters on the marketplace. And more importantly, they don't just put a couple in there, there's 10 fire bricks inside of them. They line the full side walls and the rear of the heater. Now what this gives you is a hell of a lot of thermal mass. Now, it's really important to know how to use this thermal mass. When you fire up the heater, the bricks go black until they get the heat into them. Once they've got to right temperature, they go back to the original colour, the clean colour, as you can see in this heater right now. Now, once the fire bricks are nice and hot, you can shut the heater down and regulate the heat. But it's all important to actually get the heat into the fire bricks first before you shut the heater down. This is my favourite question. I'm really glad you asked about this. I'm going to break it down a little bit different. Every wood heater in the marketplace has a baffle plate, and the baffle plate sits on the top of the heater about here, and the whole important thing is the fire hits the baffle, rolls first before it goes up through the flue. So without a baffle plate, your heater is actually dangerous to use and it won't be efficient. Now every wood heater has a baffle plate, it's nothing new. Most of them are made out of steel or cast iron, or even some even use fire bricks. The Younker, Monty, stainless steel. It's the same stainless steel they use in your flue, so you know it's going to last. We think these baffle plates, we know these baffle plates will last about 10 years, but that's not the really cool thing about it. What they've done, they've combined the secondary or the triple burning system with the baffle plate, and that's what this triangular thing is here. So rather than having just a round tube in the top of the heater that creates heat, the whole baffle plate is designed to actually preheat the secondary air coming into the heater 3 times hotter than you get with a standard wood heater. Now that does 2 things. It makes the glass burn unbelievably clean, and the reason for that is all the secondary air is pointing towards the glass, so you've got that extremely hot air blasting against the glass, but more importantly, it cuts down your emissions. And this heater here, now tested on hardwood, is now under 1 gram, or 0.99 gram I think it is, so making it a very clean burning heater, all because of what they call a crossbreed top baffle system. Good question, right? On the back of every wood heater when you buy it, there's a compliance plate. And this compliance plate, you need this to sell the wood heater to make it comply to the Australian standards of selling a wood heater. Now, being a New Zealand made heater, they are tested on softwood in New Zealand. And we've been selling them in softwood for a few years. But this year we got them retested here in Australia on hardwood, so we can apply to the Australian standard, new standards coming out in 2015. And oh my God, they passed. We're talking 1 gram and over 69% efficient, which makes it in one of the cleanest burning category of heaters we sell. Now, this means you can burn the heater on softwood or on hardwood. So if you do have pine, you can burn it in this heater. Obviously not treated pine, I'm going to bring that up, it's an obvious statement there, Brian. But yeah, you can burn pine in this heater. You won't get your overnight burn on pine. Overnight burn, you need a good solid thermal mass type wood, and red gum, boxwood, sugar gum, I can go all day. But check it out, there's the Firewood Association website. They have a lot of information on wood there. But to answer the question, it is tested on hardwood here in Australia and also on softwood, so you can burn both materials. Yes, you can definitely store your wood under the Monty range of heaters. It's got a built-in heat shield purposely made for this range of heater, so you can store your wood under it, no more dirty hearth and no more wood box off the side of the heater. Most of your New Zealand heaters don't come with fans as standard, and the reason why is they don't need them. They heat a hell of a lot of heat from the natural convection of the heater. The fan is an aftermarket fan. It bolts to the back of the heater. The heater is primed, ready to go. So it's 3 screws, screw them in. The control is on the fan lead itself. It's a 3-speed fan. So if you don't want to use the fan, you can definitely run it with the fan off. Just literally 1, 2, 3, and all you need is a power point to plug it in. So it's basically a plug and play, ready to go aftermarket fan. A wetback is basically meaning this. This is a wetback. It's made out of stainless steel. It goes inside the back of the heater. The whole idea of this is designed that because it's inside the firebox, your cold water passes through here, it turns into hot water. So this heater has the ability to heat water. Yes, you can definitely run hot water through these wood heaters. They are tested for it. It's very important though to please talk to us. You can only run low pressure hot water services through the email with your house plans and the type of hot water you got, and I'll make sure that we'll see if we can make this fit. You know, Brian, that's a really good question. Radiators basically need hot water to run through it. We know this hot water jacket's around about 2.5 kilowatts. So to answer the question, yes, you could run 2 radiators off this. Maybe one of the nice towel ones you see in the bathroom, or a normal one for the hallway or something like this, or your bedroom. But it's not a hydronic heater. I just want to clarify this. No, it's not designed to run slab heating or do your hydronics. We can do infrastructure for you to set it up that when the heater's going, we can have the heat into the room. You can also have a heat into hot water and run that water through 2 radiators and a max. So to answer the question, yes, you can run radiators through this heater, but little ones. To answer your question real quickly, yes you can. It has a 100% true proper cooktop. So if you want to boil a kettle or use it as a cooktop, you can definitely get the most out of your Yunker multi-wood heater. You know, Brian, when I sat down to do this, I forgot I'm in front of the heater, so I'll do this really quick. It's very hot here. To answer the question for you, the Yunker range of wood heaters are made in New Zealand. Any product on the marketplace, honestly, they're only as good as 2 things. They're as good as the manufacturer and they're as good as the importer. Over the years, Yunker have been brought in by a number of different companies, but the thing is they make a good quality heater and they need stability. So Pivot Stove and Heating, we put our brand, our company behind Yunker, and we are the Australian importers for it. Our warehouse carries a massive range of stock and spare parts, as well as all the backup service you need. So if you're going to buy a Yunker, the backup service going to come from is actually us, Pivot Stove and Heating. So if you have any issues at all or any comments at all, let us know. You can always get the spare parts from us. Also online on our online website. So we've tried to make it as easy and simple as possible to support a great brand like Yunker. Well, Brian, I hope that answered all your questions. If you have any questions at all and you'd like us to answer, drop us an email from our website, that's pivotstove.com.au, and let us help you find the right heater for your home. I'm Greg from Pivot Stove and Heating, and welcome to our first personalised ever email response.